Fear tingles down your spine and hairs stand on end. Mysteries unknown and tales in the dark. Are you ready? Hello? Hi, I'm Nikki and welcome to Nightly Haven. There's forgotten and then there's buried on purpose. Tucked inside the hills of Belmont County, Ohio, is a little pocket of land known as Egypt Bottom. I know because I grew up very close to this place and I have been there a few times. And let me tell you, whether you believe in the supernatural or not, there's definitely an eerie atmosphere when you go to Egypt Valley. We call it Egypt Bottom, but if you're trying to impress your GPS, you'll call it Egypt Valley. Most folks wouldn't give it a second glance. It's kind of a place where your soul service dies and your childhood trauma might start talking again. But under those muddy roads and polite Midwestern trees is a darker truth. A valley soaked in blood, stained by violence, and as the locals whisper when the sun starts to set, not quite empty. The first ghost, Louisa Fox and the monster without a face. Let's take it back to January 21st, 1869. A day that would stitch a scar across Egypt Bottom that never healed. Louisa Catherine Fox was just 13 years old, bright, innocent, living her quiet life out here in what was once a bustling mining region. She was walking home across the fields from church, dressed in her Sunday's best. The cold Ohio wind bit through her shawl. Her little brother Willie walked alongside her until a man stepped out of the trees. That man was Thomas D. Carr, a coal miner, 22 years old and completely obsessed with Louisa. He asked her to marry him multiple times. She had said no. Her parents said hell no, because he wasn't just older, he was violent, cruel, and according to his later confessions, a serial killer in training. So Carr did what monsters do. He sent Willie ahead under the guise of wanting to talk, and then he attacked Louisa in the field. He raped her, then slit her throat and stabbed her 14 times. Her lifeless body was found lying in the grass, her blood soaked in cold earth not far from the church she had just prayed in. Willie saw it, heard it, the kind of sound that sticks with you forever. Carr was caught immediately because, of course, he was proud of it. The first man hung in Belmont County, and he wanted it. Carr's trial was less a legal process and more a true crime circus. He admitted to the murder, confessed to 14 other killings, none which were ever proven, and he said he didn't care if he died tomorrow. So they obliged. In March of 1870, Thomas D. Carr became the first man to legally executed in Belmont County. They built a gallows just for him. Locals came from miles around. He was hanged like the villain in a dime novel, and for a moment, maybe Egypt Bottom breathed easy again. But ghosts don't follow rules. The girl who still walks home. There's a plaque that marks where Louisa's body was found. It stands quietly resting at the edge of a field. Some visitors bring flowers, some leave in tears. Others report seeing a girl in a white dress walking the same field at dusk, her face hidden beneath long, wind-swept hair. Her sobbing is audible, even over the wind. She's looking for her brother, or maybe just justice, or maybe she just wants to be remembered. Locals say if you linger too long, she might follow you home. Carr's ghost has been spotted too, leaning near the tree line, half smiling, like the devil himself. If you smell coal smoke in the air and there's no fire, you might be standing where he waits. Now, Circle Cemetery, the worst place to get curious, and I've been here before. It's also known as Old Egypt Cemetery. It's not just haunted, it's hostile. There is devil dogs with glowing eyes are said to guard the headstones. Some visitors report hearing growls so loud they rattle your chest. Others have seen severed arm crawling across the ground, just a hand dragging itself. Urban legend? Sure, but we're not betting on it. My stepsister also was playing hide and seek at the cemetery and thought she was following her cousin, who seemingly ended up not being her cousin and ended up being someone that didn't exist. And for the truly stupid, walk the cemetery's perimeter 6 times under a full moon. Legend says you'll vanish. No trace, no goodbyes, just gone. Don't worry about the 7th lap. Nobody gets that far. Now, Egypt Bottom's paranormal playlist. The Phantom House, seen by travelers near the old towpath, a house glowing with 7 red candles. When they try to approach, it fades into smoke. No one's found the foundation. Lady Ben Hill, just west of Morrisontown, a headless woman rides horseback in the fog. She lost her head in the 1830s coach accident, and rumor has it she is still out there looking for it. She sometimes tries to hitchhike. Another one is the Frozen Girl of Buttermilk Road. A young girl in a nightgown appears in the snow near an old fence line. She's froze to death walking home. Some drivers had stopped to help, only to find nothing but footprints leading into the trees. Witch graves at Salem Cemetery. Salem, where Louisa is buried, is also rumored to hold the unmarked graves of accused witches. Locals have reported losing their voices, feeling scratched, or getting nosebleeds after standing on certain stones. Places like Egypt Bottom aren't just haunted by ghosts. They're haunted by memory, pain, the kind of cruelty that seeps into the soil. You could pave the road, build the church, erect the plaque, but some screams echo forever. So, if you find yourself on Sarky Road as the sun starts to dip, if your radio goes fuzzy and your GPS loses its mind, if you see a little girl in white walking towards the church, tears on her cheeks, just keep driving. Because Egypt Bottom never forgets, and it sure in hell doesn't forgive. This is Nightly Haven. Have a good night. Bye.